Glory, hallelujah, this day. For this is a day that the Lord has made. And I will rejoice and be glad in this day. This is such an awesome day. It's the day, Hot Springs finally got some rain. We finally got some rain, and Lord have mercy. I thank God for that rain. I thank God for the rain because you know what? It reminds me of the overflow. It reminds me of the filling. It reminds me of what He has done, is doing, and will continue to do. Amen. To fill us with our blessings heaven from on high. On this day, I give God truly all the praise, the glory, and the honor. I give it to Him because you know what? Can't nobody do us like Jesus. Jesus has been better to us than we've been to ourselves. He's been better to us than we deserve. Amen. So I know for a fact that God is a good God. And I also know that God is the best thing that ever happened to me. Amen. I know that. So right now, going into our word, moving forward, there's a couple of things that I want to say before I get into the word. I thank God for my Turning Point family in Georgia and in Hot Springs. I have the most loving church family. I have a dedicated church family. I have people in my life. God has placed me with not just people, but blessed people. The people that He has given me in my life, I know that they were ordained to be with me, amen. I know that He has given them to me to help me stay on His course. He has given them to me. Given them to me for a lifetime, amen. And I truly thank God for that. I thank God for the whole entire ministry for Mind, Body, Soul, and Spirit Network with Anthony Blackwell. Is the presiding prelate. And a couple of things with that. On August the 12th, which is the second Sunday in August, Apostle Blackwell will be in Hot Springs, amen. And he, as I said, is the presiding prelate. He's over all of the churches in Georgia, North Carolina, and Hot Springs. And when I say a man of God, they can speak their word, teach their word, and preach their word. He got that. He operates it in many gifts in the spirit realm. It's not too many positions in the fivefold ministry that the man don't operate in, amen. He was the one that God had to come to Hot Springs to do my elevation service. So if anybody's seen that elevation service, I know you had to hear the man preach. And my thing is this: if you did not hear it, you need to come. You need to come, and that's August the 12th at 11 o'clock. Our 11 o'clock service is going to be so absolutely awesome. You won't be able to contain yourself, amen. So giving God the praise and the glory for that trip is already on the way. And I also want to Bible study. People do not realize how important Bible study is. They don't realize that. We need that Bible study to help because you know what? Our blessings come through the knowledge of Christ, through the knowledge of Him, amen. Through the knowledge of Him. And if you don't have any knowledge about God, a lot of us want to know the word but don't want to know God. And we can't have that. You can't get it. It's through the knowledge of Christ that you are blessed from on high. Through the knowledge of Christ that we grow. That we have our being. We learn of God's ways. And God teaches us. You know what I'm saying? So this past Wednesday at Bible study, you know, when God put people in your path and you're teaching them, we want to know that you're getting it. We want to know that you're learning. And I hear my little crew telling me, well, I'm growing. And see, and I remember all the way back to when Benny, Apostle Benny and Jackie McKinney were just pastors and he had PowerPoint here in Hot Springs. You know, we would sit up under that word, we would eat that word, we would grow. And so when they said, well, it's time, telling me that it's time, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. No, you can't tell me that you're growing and not being able to teach, amen. So God told me it's time for you to put the crew on display, amen. So I told them, I said, well, one of y'all gonna come up in here Wednesday night and you're gonna teach Bible study. Lo and behold, I say, Miss Brenda, my armor bearer turned it out. She turned it up and turned it out. And it's going to show you what I can remember me. She said, well, Pastor, I think that since it's the first time that I'm going to be teaching this, that it don't need to be nobody but me and you. Well, the devil is a lie, amen. The devil is a lie because that word ain't just for me and you. That word is for everybody, amen. And if God put you in a place to teach, then you got what it takes to teach that thing. You see what I'm saying? So honestly, I thank God for that. And like I said, we had that. And it felt so good for me to sit back and to see and hear the fruits of my labor, amen. It felt so good for me to know that God is using me, that God is using them, and I thank God for me pushing them to their powerful place in him, amen. And then after Bible study was over, Toya, baby, I'm so sorry, but we turned it out. We did not leave the church until about 10 o'clock Wednesday night. Praise and worship was the house, amen. Praise and worship turned up. God said, this is my time. This is my night, amen. And when you can bend the rules for God, God will bend the rules for you. Baby, we praise this way out. We praised, we ran, we jumped, we shouted. Hallelujah. God did what he do. You see what I'm saying? So he set the atmosphere. He set the atmosphere in this place for the Sunday to come. And then what happened? We walk over here Sunday morning. Everybody got their head down. Everybody got a long face. God done set the atmosphere, and you forgot. You forgot. God did what he did. So when we appeared today, when we came in today, we were supposed to be turned up for God all the way live. But that ain't what happened. We had to have another funeral. We had to have another funeral. We had to bury them dead spirits. We had to bury the confusion. We had to bury the things that don't bless God. We had to bury that. Amen. So I truly thank God for that, but I bet you one thing. When praises go up, blessings come down, don't they? I bet you one thing, I can look out at the people and see the smile on their face, because you know what, that praise and worship will do it every time, amen. It will do it every time, and I thank God that I don't just let them slide. I love them too much to let them slide. I love them too much to be trying to sit here and preach a word and their spirits is all dry and they not happy and ready for God, amen. Something ain't right with their picture. This is alive. I serve a living God. He's alive and active, amen. And I know that if he never does anything else for me, for us, he's done enough already, amen. Already, amen. Okay, and let me get off into this word here. You know, testimonies are absolutely awesome. I'm going to say that they're awesome. And the one thing that I do know about the children of God, I know that God, the word says, hath blessed, which means that it's past tense. He's already blessed us with everything that we need. He hath blessed, amen. That means that it's already there. It's already done, signed, sealed, and delivered. And it's for us, amen, to receive that. It's for us to get that, have blessed, get my blessing, amen. He has marked us, amen, for blessings, hallelujah. He's marked us for blessings. According to his word, he has marked us for blessings. But it's like I said on last week, because you know, God likes to continue the thing. He don't like to break it up in the middle of nothing. He likes to continue that thing. So when I think about last week, when I think about God saying, how much misery do I have to allow for you to get into your proper place, for you to receive the blessings? I'm thinking, can we stand to be blessed? See, that's my question is, can we stand to be blessed? Because you know what? A lot of people can't stand to be blessed because they don't want no trials and tribulations. They don't want to have to go through nothing, amen. They think that, oh, well, I'm saved now, so I ain't got to worry about nothing. But you know, you don't have to worry about nothing. But you got to work it out. You got to work it out. You got to work it out. You got to stand on the promises and on the word of God, amen. See, and I keep watching people in the body of Christ. I'm here and I'm happy today, and in a minute I done fell back over here. See, there are some things that I told you before that we got to pray, that we can pray away, but there are some things that God wants us to put away, amen. To put away. We want everything according to God's word, but we don't want to stand on that word, amen. We don't want to stand on that. We don't want to stand on that. God has blessed us with all blessings, and he wants to supernaturally bless us, amen. Supernaturally bless us. He wants to bless us with the blessings that man can't do, amen. He want to give us what man can't give us, because you know one thing that I do know is God is not going to supernaturally bless us with things that we can do in the flesh, amen. He ain't going to do it all. He ain't going to do it all. He ain't going to do it all. Every promise that God made to us, he's going to fulfill that promise. And it don't make no difference if you said God's word remains the same, amen. He going to do what he said he going to do, because he's not a God that he shall lie. God is the author and the finisher of my faith. And do I really believe that? Do I understand that all the way back in Genesis? In Genesis, God told us to be fruitful and to multiply. So this season, this day, the message is about increase, amen. It's about increase, but I got to take you somewhere before we get to the increase. I don't know how many people in in here know anything about Lodabar. Lodabar. It's not a place that people talk about all the time, but I tell you what, when I open up my eyes, I see Lodabar. I see Lodabar so often that it's a hard thing for us to actually grasp, amen. And Lodabar is in 2 Samuel. Lodabar is a place of nothing. It's a place of hopelessness. It's a place of despair. It's a place that people go and give up. It's a place that people have no hope. Lodabar is a place that people go to die in. It's a place that the rejected people run and hide in Lodabar. When you don't want to be responsible, when you don't want to take care of what God tells you to take care of, when people turn against you instead of you standing on the word of God, you run to Lodabar. To Lodabar. 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 Why is Lodabar important in this message? Lodabar. In so many ways, the church needs to be filled with people from Lodabar. I'm going to talk about David for a minute. David and Saul and Jonathan. David took over as being the king. Saul was the king. But when David told Saul that I won't kill off your family, because in biblical days, when a new king is in town, everybody that was there, they kill up his whole family. They don't leave nobody in there. They kill up everybody. You know why? Because they don't want no type of retaliation. They don't want nobody going behind their back trying to scoop up folks to come and retaliate against the new king. Amen. So David said, I'm not going to kill your family. Jonathan was Saul's son, am I right? He was Saul's son. And Jonathan and David was ace boon coon. They was the bond. They was together. It's almost like they were joined together at the hip. Jonathan decided to serve David over his father because his father wasn't right. But David was a man after God's own heart. But you know what? That was another divine connection right there. God set that thing up right there. You see what I'm saying? God put them two together. It wasn't no accident. God put them together. Amen. So anyway, Saul and Jonathan got killed in the midst of a war. But Jonathan had a son. He had a son. And because David won the battle, Jonathan's son was a baby. And there was a nurse there taking care of Saul's grandson. When they found out that David was king and Saul and Jonathan got killed, the nurse that was taking care of the grandson picked the baby up and ran with the baby, trying to get away from David's wrath because they knew what was going to happen. They knew. They didn't know about the covenant. They didn't know about the promise. But they knew that they better get out of town because they was going to die. Amen. So the nurse picks up the grandson and take off the running. The nurse dropped the baby. She dropped the baby and broke both of the baby's feet. The baby was paralyzed for the rest of his life. You see what I'm saying? They ran to Lodabar because they felt like ain't no king gonna come looking for me in Lodabar, trying to seek shelter, trying to find a place to hide because something had happened that wasn't their fault. Wasn't their fault. Lodabar is a place where people go after they done been through hell and high water. They end up there because it's like this. It's not a lot of people's fault that they turn out to be alcoholics. It's not a lot of people's fault that they turn out to be paralyzed. Amen. It's not a lot of people's fault because their dad ain't there for them. It's not a lot of people's fault. Amen. Because their mom and dad is alcoholics. It's not a lot of people's fault that they can get an education at school. You see what I'm saying? It's not a lot of people's fault. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes things just happen. And when we don't have the type of help and encouragement to help us stand, to go through this thing, to help us know that God is a good God. Better yet, if we are not equipped in the knowledge of God, I'm going to say that in the knowledge of God, it's easy for us to refuse. It's easy for us to run. It's easy for us to want to hide. It's easy for us to want to give up. Amen. It's easy for us to want to give up. But you know what? David made that promise to Saul. I will not kill off your family. How many years ago did that happen? And how many years? And here's his one grandson way over here in Lodabar. No hope. Shame. Sad. Sick. I just give up on life. But you know what? That's a form of bondage too. in Lodabar. David was a man after God's own heart. So when David made that promise, David kept that promise, amen. He kept that promise. And look, is there not anyone left in Saul's household? They said, yeah, it is. You know, he got a son down there in Lodabar. A grandson down there in Lodabar, excuse me. Well, I need you to go get him. I need to make sure that I fulfill my promise. The same way God fulfills his promise. It don't make no difference how long it takes. Whatever God promised you, he's able to do it. He don't do that, amen. So they go and get him. It wasn't to just go and get him and to see if he was all right or put him over here in a little house or to make sure he got a roof over his head or food to eat. I'm moving you in the palace with me, baby. Come on. And I want you to eat at the king's table. Amen. That's what he's saying. I want you to eat at my table every day. It ain't got nothing to do with your feet being broke. I made a promise and I'm standing on my promise. I am a man after God's own heart, and whatever I say, amen, I'm going to bag it up. I'm going to bag it up. I'm going to walk in there. I'm going to walk in there. When everybody else left that child out there to die, they didn't care about that. They want to hide it. It's all you selfish. Selfish. Well, I don't want to die. Well, he might kill me too because I'm the nurse. Look, let me tell you one thing. Rejection is a hard, hurtful pill to swallow. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you know, when we look out at today's church folk, we got all these people that we look at, and we look down on these people. We got all these people that we don't feel that are qualified to do this or to do that. We got all these people that we're going to put them over here because, you know, the church got a lot of cliques. And a lot of big T's and a lot of big I's. You see what I'm saying? We want to put the dirty people back there on the back row. You see what I'm saying? This is what's going on. See, because I know for a fact that God would have never told us about that if it wasn't so. And I believe the word of God, amen. So in thinking about that, God made a covenant with us. All the way back from Abraham. All the way back. And when you're dealing in self-pity, I'm up here, I'm a child of God, but people done turned their backs on me. People done walked out on me. I was up here believing, I was up here standing, I was happy, but now that don't nobody like me, don't nobody want me, I'm finna retreat to my Lodabar. I'm finna retreat to my Lodabar. You understand what I'm saying? See, when things are going good, we out there on the front row, but when things are going bad, we want to go back to Lodabar. We want to run and hide. We want to run and be miserable. We want to run and just give up. And that's not what God said. God said that you are co-heirs with Christ. If you're my children, you're a co-heir. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to share in my goodies. You're going to share. You're going to eat at my table. I'm not going to let you settle for less. I'm not going to let you settle for less. And if he had to use Saul's grandson to show us that it don't make no difference if you're crippled, I can use him. You reject me, but guess what? The rejected ones are the best ones in the house. You see what I'm saying? The rejected ones are the best ones in the house. Now, how do I know? Because Jesus Christ was the cornerstone that the builders rejected, amen. So ask me, how do I know? How do I know? When we're looking for our approval and everything in man, we mess up. Because Christ did tell us that, what? What did he say? What did he say? A prophet is not honored in his own home. You want to wait and want the world to approve. You want to wait and want the world to accept you. It ain't about the world, baby. It's about God. Don't get that twisted. It's all about God. It's all about God. Because see, whatever God says, that's what goes, because he is the first and the last. Amen. He is the first and the last. And like I say, when we going through these trials and these tribulations in life, people run to Lodabar and nobody wants to go back and get them. But the promise that God made is a promise that he's going to keep. We don't have to doubt his promise because he is able to do. His words don't return void. He is able to do it all and some, amen. God can do it. It don't make no difference what comes against you. It don't make no difference why or who brings it to you. God is more than anything in this world that is against you, amen. Yes. Now this thing right here, to keep us from going to Lodabar, we have to understand that Lodabar is a place. Lodabar is a place. When I ain't got nothing, it's so easy for me, like I said, to give up and to be mad. I pray and I ask God to bless me and I ask God to do this and I ask God to do that. Well, you don't get what you ask God for because you asking amiss. God is a supernatural God. He's a supernatural God, and he knows what's best. And when you get to know who God is, when you get the knowledge of who he is, amen, you can receive the supernatural things, because therefore you no longer ask for the things of the flesh. Amen, because you know God is bigger than that. God is bigger than that. When you graduate in the knowledge of who God is, our success is limited by the knowledge that we have. Amen. By the knowledge and the vision. When he said he's speaking of a vision is the future that's after waiting on us. You see what I'm saying? It's waiting on us. The words that we speak on a day-to-day basis, especially when trials and tribulations come, we act like God is not the same. Because we lose a job. We act like God ain't the same because somebody died in our family. We act like God ain't the same when the money run out. We act like God ain't the same God. When we get sick, when the doctors don't know what's wrong, we act like God done moved and changed his mind on us. That's not the God that I serve, amen. That's not the God that I serve. That's the thing. We have to know that we know that God is who he say he is, and that God can do what he say he can do. We have to be fully persuaded because he always checking to make sure, he's always watching over his word, making sure that it comes to pass. But it's our fault that we don't get everything that we ask for. It's our fault that we're in the position that we are, because you know what? God is guaranteed to do his part, but what about us? What about us? God never ever skips us, turns back, changes his mind, but do we do our part? See, that's what I'm saying. When you know who God is, when you are in the knowledge of Christ, when you understand that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, that's even the bad stuff. That's the bad stuff. That's the bad people that come against us. That's the enemy trying to steal, kill, and to destroy. God commanded us to bind the enemy and his deceitful ways, his deceitful tactics, amen, and commanded us to speak favor, to lose favor upon our lives, amen. But what do we do? The words that are coming out of our mouth, the seeds. We don't understand how powerful the word by itself is. It's not about what I can do. It's about what God can do. It's about his word. God spoke. And we got the earth, the heavens. He spoke. And got us, his words formed the world. And if I speak his word can form my life. It can frame my life, amen. If I speak his word, but I got to know his word. I got to know his word in order to speak his word. I got to stop falling prey to the enemy because I don't like what's going on, or because people come against me, or because I ain't got no money. Didn't nobody invite me. Don't nobody want to be my friend. I got to stop crying about that mess. I got to stop crying when people come against me, really when people come against me. Because that seems to be the biggest thing. I'm depending more on people than I am on God, and that's another thing that's jacked up. That's another thing that's jacked up. The people cannot do what God can do for you. We have to make a conscious choice to spend some time with God and get to know his word. He gave us more than before destruction. And the body of Christ has an issue with that. Because we want to act like we brand new. We want to act like we didn't know that we was going to be tried from every end. We want to act like things weren't going to be impossible for us. Like God didn't tell us the whole truth. He told us the whole truth and nothing but the whole truth. So help him. He told us the truth. We want to pick and choose what we want to eat out of that word. We want to pick and choose when we want to pick up that word, as a matter of fact. I ain't got time today, I'm tired. We speak more words that are opposite of what God speaks than we do of what God says. And if we speak his word, we will be a whole lot happier. But to speak his word, you got to stand on his word. You got to know his word. You have got to increase in the knowledge of God, and that in the knowledge. He gives you every answer that you need to overcome every trial and every tribulation that you will ever have in your life. In the knowledge of him, you find hope. In the knowledge of him, you find healing. In the knowledge of him, you find joy. In the knowledge of him, you find peace. In the knowledge of him is love, amen. In his knowledge, you get forgiveness. In his knowledge, not our knowledge, but his knowledge. His knowledge. And we want to sit up and try to pretend like we don't know no better, but God, I don't understand it. And see, I can speak for me. I would say all the time, God, I don't understand this. Ben and Jackie can tell you, if I can't get no understanding, I need to understand this. No, this don't make sense to me. It ain't supposed to make sense to me. Because God's thoughts and his words and his ways are held in minds. Who do I look like just being his child? And try to compare what I go through with what Jesus did. Try to compare. My understanding is I go outside right now and I look up at the sky. Help me understand. Help me understand the sky. Help me understand the God that spoke that sky into existence. Help me understand the power that it took. Help me understand the word of God. Help me understand his ways. Help me understand the fact that he sent his one and only son to die on the cross for us, and we don't want to go through nothing. We don't want to go through nothing. We want to cry. We want to mumble and grumble and complain. Help me. Help me. Know the thoughts of God. How can I know the thoughts of God? Because me personally, I would have sent my daughter to die on the cross for a whole world full of sinners. I would not have done that. Help me understand that kind of love, amen. Help me understand that you cannot take the love of God and the word of God, the knowledge of God, and put it in a box and say, I got that, because you'll never get that. You'll never get that. We will die not ever understanding, seeing all the promises, the love, the understanding that God has for us as his people. We got to stay out of Lodabar. Tell your friend, stay out of Lodabar. We can't go to Lodabar no more. God don't want us in Lodabar no more. He don't want us in there no more. He's sick and tired of us going to Lodabar just because things ain't the way we want them to be. He knows what's best, and until we actually understand that, until we grab a hold of that and run with that, we're going to keep retreating to Lodabar. We're going to keep retreating. You can go to Lodabar, and you can make your trial and your tribulation a whole lot harder, and it lasts a whole lot longer than it has to, because you don't want to do the work. We don't want to do the work. We don't want to do the work. We'll go to work and wait for the check, but we don't want to get in that Bible and get the word from God about how to overcome that thing that's in front of us, that thing that's trying to steal, kill, and destroy, that thing that's trying to beat us down. Amen. Oh no, let me go to Lodabar. Let me go to Lodabar. I can go over here and I can go to Lodabar. And Lodabar is, let me go out of town. And what don't nobody see me, what don't nobody know, but I can do me. I'm mad. I'm mad at the church. I'm mad at God. We can always blame the church. We can always blame the pastor. We can always blame the mama. We can always blame the dad. We can always blame the husband. We can always blame somebody. But blame yourself. Blame yourself. Blame yourself. Being a co-heir to Christ, the only way you're going to get the things that Christ got, to be a co-heir with him, is if you also deal in the sufferings, baby. You got to go through the sufferings. You got to go through the sufferings. You got to go through the sufferings. And what is this whole message is coming from? Psalms 23. Psalms 23. How many people know Psalms 23? We ought to know that by heart, amen. We ought to know Psalms 23 by heart, amen. Let us read that. We'll give y'all a minute to get there. But like I said, everything that God has for us is bigger than what we could ever dream, think, or imagine. Everything that God has for us. We want to see the stars in the sky, but if it don't never turn night, if it don't never turn dark, you can't shine. The stars can't shine, amen. It's got to have some darkness in your life. You got to have darkness to stay rooted and grounded in God. Because if you don't, you won't even talk to God. You won't need God. You won't honor God. You won't love God. If we did not have the darkness, but it's all working out for our good, amen. The steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord, and that's including the dark times. It's including the hard times. It's including the sick times. It's including the weak times, because his strength is made perfect in our weakness, amen. Let us read. And I'm reading this from the NIV version. The Lord is my shepherd. What does that mean? If he's my shepherd, he keeps me. Is that right? He keeps me. And I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. Green pastures is what? It's life. Life and it's peace. He loves me. He leads me beside quiet waters. What does that say? He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths. For his name's sake. Not for my name's sake, but for his name's sake. He guides us. So it's our job to stay on that path that God guides us, because it's for his name's sake. He would not be put to shame, and he would not be called a lie. For his name's sake. He does this for his name's sake, amen. What else does that say up there? Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me Everybody say that. In the presence of mine enemies. In the presence of them. Not behind their back. You're not blessing me behind their back. I can see God in the presence of my enemies. You understand what I'm saying? They can see the God in me in the presence of my enemies. What does that say? That you will be tried. People will hate you. People will dislike you. People will turn their backs on you. People will discourage you. People will do what they're supposed to do. Because I told you our enemy works for God. Amen. I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. When David said, I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever, that's dwelling in the word. That's dwelling in everything that God has, and it's letting go of your familiar way. It's letting go of the easy way. And the sad part about it is our deliverance is so doggone easy. We fight against our deliverance. We talk ourselves out of our blessings by speaking in opposition to God. That's what we do. We look at that and we understand that he put all of that in place because he knew we would be tried. He knew we would be weak. He knew we would have hard times. He knew we would want to run and hide and load the bar. He knew that. And he told you ahead of time, I am that I am. Whatever you're going through, I got you. Whatever is going on in your life, I can fix that. If it's broke, I can fix it. If you cast all your cares upon me, because I can. If you take upon my yoke. Is that what he said? If this is what you do, if you grow in his knowledge, you will understand that yes, I am going to be tried. Yes, I'm going to have to cry. Yes, it's going to hurt sometimes. Yes, sometimes I got to lose in order to win. Amen. I got to lose in order to win. I got to lose in order to win. And on last week, Apostle McKinney preached his message. If we don't build, let's build. What does that have to do with this? If we're going to build, let's build. Jesus said, Peter, upon this rock, I build my church. The gates of hell shall not prevail. You can be the three little pigs because I told Apostle McKinney, I said, you know when I think about that, if we're going to build, let's build. He's talking about God sent Jehoshaphat. Up there, he told him to go and get the timber. When I think about the timber, when I think about the houses, I think about the three little pigs because we got so many in the body of Christ build just like the three little pigs. Build just like the three little pigs. What am I saying when I say that? Some of us want to go get some straw and try to build a house, and that means that I want them to come to church every day. I want them that I'm there every time the church is open. I'm there. Oh yeah, I'm on the praise team. Oh yeah, I can pray. Oh yeah, But can you stand to be blessed? No. Because soon as the trials come, you're going to retreat to Lodabar. The second little pig, what's the second little pig? What did he get? Some sticks. Some sticks. Upon this rock I build my church and the gates of hell cannot prevail. The sticks in the church is the ones that's got all the doggone titles. They think just because I got a title, I'm big and I'm better than that. The devil is another lie. The devil is another lie because soon as the wolf come and blow, you're done. You're done deal. You're done deal. So your dress and your title and your suit ain't got nothing to do with who you are in Christ. Amen. Getting the knowledge of Christ is maturing in the spiritual world. It's maturing in the things of God. It's maturing in the ways of God. It's maturing in the spirit of God. Amen. 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 If you don't feel, baby, let's feel. Let's do it the way God said. We can't keep being Cain and Abel. They keep coming to my mind. When you serve God the right way. You give God what's rightfully his. You do what he asked you to do. And stop trying to have a conversation about it. God done already told you, I got this. I need you to stand and see the salvation of the Lord. I need you to trust me. I need you to lean not to your own understanding, but acknowledge me in all. In all your ways. I need everything that you do to bring me glory. That's what I need. This ain't about your title. It ain't about your show. It ain't about you showing up every week. You showing up and you ain't got no power. You can't help me. You ain't got no words. You can't feed me. You ain't got no fruit to speak, baby. What can you do for me? No. It ain't about the title. It ain't about the clothes. It's about the influence. Amen. The influence, amen. It's about the influence, you see what I'm saying? The influence. Can you influence people to come to Christ? Can you influence people to stay and to see the salvation of the Lord? Can you draw people to Christ? Because you know what? A lot of the church leaders want to push everybody away from Christ. But real ministry is bringing them to Christ, amen? It's bringing them to Christ. If we get to that third little pig, that's me, boo. My house. My house is built upon the rock that the gates of hell can't prevail. It's concrete. It's written. It cannot be changed. God's word is what it is, and it ain't going to change. It ain't going to change. The solid foundation is where we stand. We will stay out of the bar. That foundation can be built. We can build. We can bend. We might even fall down. But the righteous shall not utterly be cast down. A righteous man falls 7 times, not run below the bar and retreat. You fall, you repent, you get back up, and you do it again. You go on, you do it until God say enough is enough. Let me say this. In the trials and the tribulations, those are the times that we really ought to hold on to God. The bigger the trial, the harder the tribulation, the quicker we let God's hand go. We let that hand go. You facing all of this stuff, and you get that attitude, and you get mad, but you get mad at the wrong person. You want to get mad at God when you need to be getting mad at the enemy, amen. You need to be decreeing and declaring everything. I told you last week to change your atmosphere before your atmosphere change you, amen. You need to honor God in his word. You need to speak his word over everything and over everybody, even your enemy, amen. Say it. The covenant, God made a blood covenant with us, not a contract with us, but a blood covenant with us. You understand what I'm saying? A contract is written with ink. You can wet it up and it's going to fade away, amen. You can tie that contract up, people break the contract real quick. But a blood covenant cannot be broken, amen. That blood was shed on Calvary for each and every one of us to receive life and to receive it more abundantly. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Are we doing our part? Are we doing our part? Am I faithful to God? Because God is faithful to me. He's faithful to me even when I'm not being faithful. God is still faithful to me. But he's not going to bless me out my mess until I get on his page, amen. Until I get on his page, I got to know what he said to pass this test. If I don't take the test, I can't pass the test. If I don't study for the test, I ain't got to worry about the test. I'm going to stay in Lodabar. I'm going to stay in Lodabar. When you don't want to do the work, and the hardest part of the work is like I said, it's to just stand and believe, decree and declare, to call God out. Well, God, this is what you say, and I'm standing on that. This is what you mean, and I'm standing on that. Yeah, I know that they can, but I'm standing on your word. We don't want to talk to God. We don't want to pray. When we having the hardest of trials and tribulations, we're going to run to people and see what they got to say. No, God is the answer. He's the first and the last, the beginning and the ending. Amen. The beginning and the ending. My faith is based on God, not on people, amen. It's based on God. What did God say? What God gonna do with this? All I got to do is just trust your God. That's all I need to do is trust your God. It's watch your God. Pay attention to your God. Not worry about anything that's on the outside. The outside didn't give me life and didn't give it to me more abundantly. Amen. The outside didn't down and prosper me. Amen. The outside is not one that I can call on when I ain't got nowhere else to go. I need to know who God is. I need to know him in the power of his suffering, in the power of my breakthrough. I need to know what I got to do. See, and I think about Paul and Silas when I'm thinking about the trials and the tribulations. The Sadducees grabbed Paul and Silas, am I right? And drugged them, beat them, kicked off at them. But the language that they spoke let them know Paul and Silas been with Jesus. In the hardest of the hardest, here you are, finna be chastised, you finna be beat. Excuse me, you finna be beat down. And they spoke the language Jesus spoke. I'm over here in America, and I know my language is English. What do I look like coming over here trying to speak French and Spanish and Italian to y'all? I need to speak the same language God speaking. In other words, amen. If God speaking English, I need to speak English. I don't need to speak Spanish to him when he says speak English to me. Your word and my word need to be the same word, amen. You need to say what I say. You need to go where I say go. You need to do what I say do. My language needs to be the same on one accord. Otherwise, how can two walk together unless they agree? Unless they agree, amen. And like I said, they went on ahead, even though they knew Paul and Silas had been with Jesus. And you think about it, in your hearts at times, how much fear do you have? God said, do not fear. Hello, somebody. He said, do not fear. Honor me, praise me, no matter what's going on. I am with you always. I'm with you. Don't worry about that. They being drugged off to prison, shackled down in their hearts at times. They praise God. Chains bound. They praise God. They praise God. They stuck to the script. You see what I'm saying? They didn't try to change that. They didn't add nothing to it and didn't take nothing away. They stuck to the script. You put me in prison and you lock me down. Man, look at here. You better not let me out. That's all I got to say. You better not let me out. Turn your back. Turn your back. Let me be able to get up to you and take my hand in your handcuffs and put it around your neck. It's a done deal because I'm not staying in this. I'm not staying in this. I'm not going to continue to go through this. I don't have to do this. Shackled down. Their language was the same as God's. They spoke the word. They praised deliverance. They praised their way to freedom. They praised their way to victory. They praised their way out of that thing. It wasn't just their chains that broke. All of the people chains that broke. See, that's what I'm saying. You're surrounded by so many clouds of witnesses, especially in the hard times. Especially in the hard times, hello. Especially in the hard times. Everybody will watch you run to Lodabar. Everybody already saying she can't handle that. I know they wasn't who they said it was. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew. According to God, I am a conqueror. According to God, come on somebody, can't nobody stop me. When you know your value in the body of Christ, you are unstoppable. You understand what I'm saying here? You're unstoppable because knowing your value means knowing God. Knowing God, because it's not about stuff. It's not about money. It's about God. Amen. It is about your creator. Him. When you know your value in God, you are unstoppable. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your words and God's words are on the same page. This knowledge, the knowledge of Christ can bring me through because I know for a fact that I never, ever in the whole Bible saw or read Jesus said, it's hard. It's hard. I ain't never heard Jesus say, it's hard. I can't do this. It's so hard. I never ever heard Jesus say, I can't. I didn't hear him say, I can't. Because you know what? He knew the value of the word. He knew the power in the word. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Amen. He knew that no weapon formed against him shall prosper. God knew the power in the word. The fig tree. Y'all know about the fig tree in the Bible. Jesus cursed the fig tree, right? The disciples standing there watching Jesus. But they didn't say nothing. The next day, everybody walking down the way. They look at the fig tree and see the fig tree is cursed, it's dead. It's a done deal. Their whole issue was, look what happened to that tree. Look what happened to that tree. It wasn't about the tree. It was about the power in the word. It was about the word. You understand what I'm saying? It was about the word. The word. The words that Jesus spoke. He had no doubt in his mind that those words weren't going to do exactly what he sent them out to do. He knew that. You understand what I'm saying here? People get all caught up in things that's around. The most important part, and the most important part is the word. It is the word, amen. You stand and see the salvation of the Lord. You stand and go through what you got to go through. You don't give up and you don't quit and you don't give out. You do not retreat to Lodabar. Yes, some things do happen to us that we didn't do, that we don't deserve. But the part that we allow to happen to us when we take ourselves out of the equation, amen, because the test is too hard or because it's too big. When we take ourselves out of the equation, we try to, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. You don't do it if you're an heir to Christ. You're going to go through some hard times. You're going to go through them. You understand that what God started, God will finish. And he did. I can't get this scripture away from me. He said, do not let my word depart out of your mouth. Therefore, you will make your way prosperous by the words that are coming out of your mouth. Do we like the harvest that's waiting on us? Because when we speak, it's a seed. It's a seed that is being planted. And it's got to come up. What does your future hold for you? What is in the harvest planted. Yes, the enemy came to tempt you. Yes, he came to steal, kill, and destroy. But did you have to buy? No. No. Did you have to buy it? No, you didn't have to buy it. You needed to speak the word only. You don't add to God and you don't take nothing away from God. He wants us to stay out of Lodabar. His decree and his declare, he supernaturally wants to bless us on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis. When we walk, people ought to know by our fruit that we have labored with Christ. We have labored in his word. We have tithed. We have offered. We have done everything that God told us to do. And not put God on the last, serving him. Whenever we want to serve. Oh, girl, you know I can't do this because I got this, I got that. God is first and foremost. He first. Because he's the first, because he's the last. The first and the last. I mean, let me raise my hand. Me. I can point to myself. And I can say, well, I will study tomorrow. I used to do this all the time. I'm studying tomorrow. Well, girl, you know I pay my tithes because you know God, that's good, you know. Tomorrow come, and I ain't opened up that Bible yet because I'm watching TV. The next day come, I'm watching TV. I ain't prayed because I done watched TV so long, I done got tired and done fell asleep. So I ain't done praying. I ain't giving up time to pray. He said, make your requests known by prayers. Did he say that? By prayers. But I done watched TV so long that the needs that I have are no longer important because I got to watch TV. But then when hell breaks loose and the foe falls in, I want to be mad because God didn't come and rescue me then. What's up with that? Oh, well, let me get up and let me pray now. Let me pray now. Well, God, I'm sorry. Well, God ain't going to do it no more. Well, God, forgive me. Well, God, this and well, God, that. So tomorrow comes. Things don't be they got no better, and you really get mad then. You got the third day, you know, because you got a trial. You coming over here, you want to find time to pray then. You want to find time to pray when you got trial. And you want God to hurry up because you can't handle this. Or it's too much. Or God ain't answered that thing yet. We got a week that went by. We got a month that went by. Now I'm finna go to Lodabar. You know what? Because see, I'm mad. Because you know what? God ain't listening to my prayers. Because you know what? God know what I need and I expect God to provide. Well, you know what? When he asked you to open up that Bible at least 6 days a week, give me some of your undivided attention. When he tells you, come and fall up on your knees, all I need you to do, can you pray 3 times a day for 15 minutes for me? Can you do that? It's more than giving tithes and offering because see, the thing of it is, when we talk ourselves out of the blessings by not submitting to God, we cause so much heartache and pain to be upon ourselves because I don't want to give to God what he gave me. We can't beat God's giving. We can't outdo God. Can't no man and can't no woman outdo God. Can't no job, can't no house, can't no none of that outdo God. No education. Can't outdo God. You can't. The simple things that God needs us to do that keeps us from going to Lodabar, that keeps us from having the pity parties, that keeps us from feeling sorry for ourselves, that keeps us from being in denial that we, oh girl, I done diagnosed myself with dementia. How did I do that? I done forgot God told me to pray. I done forgot God told me to study. I got temporary dementia that fits in my praying. When I want to have an excuse about why I didn't do it. Oh, girl, you know I forgot about that. But God said, go and do this. Okay, as soon as I get through doing what I got to do. What you got to do is get in contact with the Savior. You got to get in contact with the one that gave you life. What you got to do? What's more important? What's more important? We cheat ourselves. We cheat our families. We cheat our friends. Laziness, slothfulness, excuses, putting God last. Put God last. We don't have to be that way, and God is tired of us being that way. I ask for some of your time. I ask you to take an hour to do nothing but praise and worship me. I ask you to pray at this particular time every day. Every day. I ask you to honor me in what you do. I ask you to bring me glory by what you do. I'm giving you everything you need to make that happen. But if I had to show and tell, what do I have to show? What is my fruit side? Being connected to the root is giving your all to the root. You got to nurture it. Scriptures say, I planted, Apollos watered, and God gave the increase. And God gave the increase, amen. God gave the increase. He is a God that wants to increase us all the more and the more. Increase us with heavenly blessings. Increase us with things that we don't deserve. He wants us to increase because people know that God is a God of increase. He wouldn't have told us to be fruitful and multiply in Genesis if he wasn't a God of increase. You submit to me and I'm going to submit to you. My word is going to do what I sent it out to do. Can't nobody stop that. You put yourself on hold. We put ourselves on the back burner. And then we mad because God won't bring us back to the front. Am I submitted and committed? Have I got tired of being last? Have I got tired of taking the same test over and over? And every time you let God's hand go and you come back, you got to fight several devils. It's going to be harder to get through than it was the first time that it came. You see what I'm saying? Trust me. Learn of me. Know about me. Is what God is saying. I want to bless you. I daily load you up with benefits, but do you receive those benefits? Do we receive them? Do we receive them? Oh, I don't want to have to do this, and I don't want to have. God don't want you to have to do some of that stuff. But some of that stuff you got to do. It's mandated. It's commanded. It's commanded. It's commanded. It's commanded. God is all we need when he's all we got. And when he starts to strip you, let him strip you. Let him do what only he can do. Let him do that. You want the best, he'll give you the best. But you got to give yourself to him. Give yourself to him. Graduate in the knowledge of him. Stop putting your blessings in limitation. Stop it. God breaks us out of the box because whom the Son sets free is free indeed. He lets us out. And if I stand on his word and I do what he says and I submit my way and my will to him, he is going to do exactly what he promised to do because that covenant cannot be broken. I am a child of the Most High God. And I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I am going on in his word. I'm going on in his name. And can't the devil in hell stop me because I know my position in Christ. I know my name in Christ. I know that he has blessed me with all spiritual blessings from on high. I know that can't the devil in hell stop what God says. I know that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But I also know that if I don't submit to God, if I don't pick it up and get it right, it's your fault. It's not God's fault. And I don't want to live to be 90 years old and still ain't got the things that I was supposed to get when I was 5 years old. You see what I'm saying? We can stand up, we can get up, and we can honor God in all that we do. And that's all that God needs us to do, to put him first. Put him first. Stop running back to Lodabar when you don't get your way. God has his way, and that's what's important, his way. His way bless you beyond what you can ever think, dream, or imagine. He's able to do that. He's able to do that. He's able to do that. My God of increase. My God of increase, amen. My God of increase. So I say, increase me, God. Increase me. Increase yourself in me. Because I'm going to give up what I need to give up. I'm going to give up. Stand to your feet. I'm going to give up the time that I need to give to God. I am going to submit in everything that God wants me to submit. I ain't got time. No more time to waste. No more excuses because God leaves us without an excuse. He always does. He always does. He always leaves us without an excuse. He gives us a way out no matter what.